track sloppy in New Orleans. They're in the gate. Away and running at the fairgrounds. King Dan breaks fast for Jamie Theriot. Recapture the glory. Here's Stung by the Storm. Shekinah and Rector is last to the quintet to the first turn, where King Dan's the pilot. King Dan in front of Stung by the Storm. First run since the West Virginia Derby for Recapture the Glory, who's third at the rail for James Graham. Shekinah comes up on the outside, and Rector in tight between horses, running in fifth. Onto the backstretch they go, being led by King Dan. King Dan, tracked by Stung by the Storm. Shekinah, Recapture the Glory, and Rector's running in fifth. The first quarter for King Dan, 24 and 1/5 seconds, just under 5 furlongs to go. King Dan dictates his own terms to Stung by the Storm. Recapture the Glory right there at the rail. Shekinah is fourth by a length, and Rector remains last. They have a half mile to go in the first of the day. 4 furlongs for King Dan on this sloppy track in 47 and 4. King Dan, Stung by the Storm, still follows. Recapture the Glory, Shekinah, and Rector remains last. 3 furlongs to go. King Dan's made every yard so far, and Stung by the Storm's been close in tow. Shekinah, ridden in the 3-path by Robbie Albarado. Recapture the Glory leads only Rector as King Dan spins them in. 3/4, 1:12 and 4. King Dan stays on in the final furlong and a half. Stung by the Storm and Sean Bridgmohan trying to drive on past. Stung by the Storm just with the upper hand. King Dan battles on now for the final half furlong. Stung by the Storm. King Dan is not going down without a fight. Stung by the Storm. King Dan, a photo. Stung by the Storm wins all out. Stung by the Storm over a gritty King Dan. Recapture the Glory.